Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss about how you can improve your UI design skills. Now, when I started out as a designer, I did not have great UI skills, and there's nothing to be scared about. You can still improve on it, and that's why we have this video. Let me show you that with the help of an example. If you see here, this is the kind of screen which I used to design before. If you notice that I don't really understand how what type scale is, what typography is, the placement of elements and the proportion and size are pretty much incorrect. Also, you notice that the alignments are inaccurate, things slightly look misaligned as well. But I did improve, and I want to share that my experience about how I went about improving my UI design from that to this. So let's get started. First and foremost, it is important to understand UI design patterns. Now, what I mean is that how real world applications are designed, be it desktop, mobile phone, tablets, how real applications look like. And to understand that, I would suggest a few websites which you can look up to, one of them being mobbin.design. And here, as you can see on this website, you can browse through apps or you can browse through patterns. If you're browsing through patterns, you will have different categories to filter with, such as login page, booking, details page, sign up pages, about section, errors, and so on and so forth. If you browse through apps, then you will have tons of popular apps on this website like Google Pay, Snapchat, then there is Duolingo, then Notion. So as you can see, there are a lot of popular apps which are already there, and what you have to do is have a look at how these pages are designed and keep an eye on the trending ones or the ones which have been recently uploaded, and have a look at the screens to see how real world mobile applications are designed. And the second one is uigarage.net. Here you have different patterns for iOS, web, and Android. You can browse through patterns for web designs. You can also filter them as categories for content, settings, screens. You can see tons of different screens for web art there, and then you can switch it to iOS. You can see, I think, iOS design patterns here. And this would give you a fair picture of how real world applications are designed. So these are two websites which I usually refer to for improving and keeping myself updated to how apps are designed currently. There are many more. I will leave a link in the description box so you can check that out. Now, once you have studied these UI patterns, the next step would be to start imitating them. Now, what you have to do in imitating these design patterns is that you take a screenshot on your mobile phones of some popular mobile app which you think have good design, and then paste them on your artboard and start copying them. Copy different elements, copy the navigation bar, copy the font, typography, the boxes, the elements, the alignments. Copy exactly same, like trace it. And while tracing, you have to understand what kind of fonts they are using, how they have placed different elements with respect to the other, understand the spacing which they are giving, understand how proportionate the icons are and the other components are with respect to each other. By doing this, you will understand how to give importance to different elements on that particular page. And then what you have to do is to start thinking about why they have done it in that particular way, why they have given importance to one element over the other when they have designed that screen. In this way, what you would be doing is understanding the entire design system. You can pay attention to how the screens are flowing from one page to another, how have they designed the navigation, and you can also observe how they have maintained consistency in their design, and so on and so forth. Continue doing this for a couple of applications until you understand how these UI design patterns are used in mobile applications or web applications. And finally, the most important part is to have them replicated using Figma Mirror on your mobile phones. Now, why this is important is you would understand the spacing, the alignments, and the proportion which you have given to your elements are correct enough or not on a mobile device. Are the buttons accessible for the user to click? Is it too big or is it too small? The replication on Figma Mirror will give you a clear understanding of how proportionate your elements are. When you're working on your case studies or you're working on your personal project, use that opportunity to improve your UI design skill. If you're working on your case studies, so you definitely must be having a problem statement. Try to show your solutioning, your design iterations through your UI skill. Show what iterations you had to undergo to go from your initial idea to your final feature. And in this way, you would see yourself improvising on your components. You would see yourself improvising on how you have placed or arranged these components. And that's how you would improve your design ultimately. The idea here is that we are trying to add more meaning to your UI designs. They are not just pretty screens, but they are way beyond that. They are solving a problem as well, and hence they are improving the design. Now you are done replicating some of the popular apps. You have also gone back and worked on your case studies to improve your UI design skills there as well. You also viewed them on Figma Mirror. So, what is the next step? The next step would be to get feedback on them. That's right. Getting feedback on your UI design is extremely critical to help you improve upon them. You should take feedback from someone you think is in the position to give you right critique on your design. You have to also understand that they are not giving criticism to you, they are giving critique on your design, and hence you have to take it openly. What you have to do with their feedback is to go back and improve upon them by going through another round of iteration. Understand what is your shortcoming and what are the areas which you think can be improved upon. Well, that's it. That's what I had in mind. I wanted to share all these tips with you so that you can also get benefit about how I went on to improve my UI design skills. This will definitely help you in long run when you start working on industry projects and you start working in companies, that your UI design skills should be at par to what that domain requires and how real world applications are actually built. Well, I hope this video was useful to you. Do not forget to share it with someone whom you think can get benefited. And I will see you guys in the next video. Till then,